Most people believe learning fast is about intelligence. They think some people are just born smart, while others struggle. But that's not how learning works. Learning speed has very little to do with intelligence. It has everything to do with attention. Two people can sit in the same room, watch the same lecture, read the same book. One changes forever. The other forgets everything by tomorrow. The difference is not talent, it's depth. Here's the biggest mistake most people make. They try to learn more videos, more podcasts, more books, more courses. They believe that exposure automatically leads to understanding. But learning doesn't come from information. It comes from processing. If information goes in, and nothing inside you changes, you didn't learn, you consumed. Consumption feels productive. Your brain feels busy. You feel like you're improving. But activity is not progress. Progress requires friction. And friction is uncomfortable. That's why most people avoid it. Fast learners understand something early. They don't chase volume. They reduce information and increase focus. Instead of asking, "How much can I learn today?" they ask a different question. What is the one idea that actually matters? That question forces clarity, and clarity is speed. Your brain is not designed to remember everything. It's designed to remember what matters, what surprises you, what challenges you, what connects to something you already understand. If something feels forgettable, it's usually because it had no emotional or conceptual weight. That's why repetition alone fails. Repeating words without meaning does nothing. You can reread the same page 10 times and still forget it. But one strong insight can stay with you for life. Learning is not about repetition. It's about association. Fast learners constantly build connections. They ask themselves questions like, what does this remind me of? How does this relate to my own life? Where have I seen this pattern before? Every connection creates a mental pathway, and pathways create memory. Isolated facts disappear. Connected ideas stay. Here's a habit that separates fast learners from everyone else. After learning something new, they stop. They don't rush forward. They pause. They let the idea settle. They ask, how would I explain this to someone who knows nothing about it? Not in technical language, in simple human words. This is why teaching is the fastest way to learn. You don't need students. You don't need a platform. Explain it out loud. Write it down. Pretend you're teaching a child. The moment you struggle to explain it, you've found the gap. And gaps are not failures. They're opportunities. Most people hate gaps. They skip over them. They move on quickly. They avoid the discomfort. Fast learners do the opposite. They slow down, exactly where it feels difficult. That's where learning actually happens. Here's something most people don't expect. Fast learning feels slow in the beginning because you're not rushing. You're thinking, you're questioning, you're simplifying. This feels inefficient in a world obsessed with speed. But depth creates speed later. Shallow learning always costs you more time. Another major mistake is learning while distracted. Multiple tabs open, notifications buzzing, background noise everywhere. Your brain cannot form strong connections in a distracted state. Attention is fragile. If you want to learn faster, protect it. Fewer tabs, less noise, more presence. Silence is not empty. Silence is where understanding forms. That's why your best insights often come when you step away. Here's a powerful rule. If you cannot summarize what you just learned in 1 or 2 sentences, You don't understand it yet. Go back. Reduce it. Simplify it. Learning is not about adding more. It's about removing what doesn't matter. After every learning session, ask yourself one question. What changed in how I think? If nothing changed, nothing was learned. Real learning always shifts your perspective, even slightly. This is why most people stay average. They confuse movement with growth. They watch, they highlight, they nod. It feels productive. But learning requires effort, mental effort, the kind that feels quiet, slow, and uncomfortable. That's why it's rare. If you want to learn faster, stop trying to be smart. Start trying to be clear. Clear about what you don't understand. Clear about what matters. Clear about what actually changed. Less information, more attention, deeper thinking. Learning fast is not a talent, it's a skill. And like any skill, it improves with practice. If this video helped you, stay here. This channel is about thinking better, not rushing faster.